What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into X-Force issue number 32, Judgment Day tie-in. This is Kraven's hunt. Most recently, we have seen that Kraven is going after the Alpha Predator, what is considered to be Apex. That is mutant kind. Using Deadpool's body, he is able to go through one of the Krakoan gateways. In the midst of Judgment Day, being attacked by Eternals, mutant kind is prime for the picking. With this issue taking place after Judgment Day issue number 3 and Wolverine issue number 25, which is the last issue that we just covered. Now, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, make sure you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we have Kraven making his way through the island of Krakoa. His first target is the hatchery. This is their safety net. This is the place where they come when they are resurrected. What Kraven does is take every single one of these husks, all of the eggs, and his plan is to destroy them. This doesn't take resurrection off the table, but it does stop them from resurrecting too quickly. It is going to take them a while to recreate all of these eggs. And while Kraven is doing this, we have Deadpool with him, his head on a spike but still alive. Dropping his tongue onto the ground, he leaves it behind in the hopes that somebody might find it. Not too long later on, we have Sage and Omega Red. They have found the hatchery in an absolute bloodbath. All of these husks, all of these bodies, they are just torn to pieces. At first, Sage believes that this is an attack by the Eternals. Omega Red, he recognizes that this is savagery, that they have been stabbed time and time again. Doing a scan of the entire facility, that is where they find Deadpool's tongue. This is when she finds out that there are 11 possible scenarios for Deadpool's severed tongue being here. Using an algorithm, it reveals the most likely outcome. Deadpool left his tongue as a clue. Turning to Omega Red, trying to ask Omega Red what happened up in the North Pole. But right now, Omega Red, he is too busy just eating away at the husks that were once eggs. And while Sage, she's a little taken back by this. Omega Red lets it be known that this was never actually a mutant. It's raw materials, just straight protein. These bodies are gonna go to waste, we're gonna throw them away anyway, why not just allow me to eat them? Sage saying that there is a monster on the loose. And to fight monsters, they are going to need monsters. That is when we go topside. The war is currently ongoing. Eternals are all over the battlefield. And while mutants are doing their best to hold off against them, Kraven is taking this opportunity to sneak up on all of mutant kind and slit throats as he goes along his path, taking war trophies from every single one of his kills. In all of the chaos, Kraven is going on a killing spree, and he has to admit that he's a little bit disappointed because he really thought mutant kind was going to be a challenge. But so far, everything that he has faced, it has not put up anything of a fight that he was expecting. And so grabbing hold of a mutant, he asks the question, who is the best among you? Who is the most dangerous? And while this could easily be highly debated, this mutant lets him know that it is Wolverine. And so now Kraven, having an objective, he is going to hunt down Wolverine. He just needs to figure out how to find him and how to kill him. Now, while he goes off and does that, we see a small glimpse of Storm taking down some Eternals. It's actually very disappointing that we didn't see this at all through Judgment Day. We saw her on Arakko, we saw her helping Magneto out, but we never actually saw her fighting on Krakoa. You know, a lot of people have pointed out how Storm has really been a side character through this event, and I have to agree with that. It's been relatively disappointing that Storm hasn't got the spotlight that she deserves. But while she battles up in the skies, we we have Black Tom, who has found the head of Deadpool, letting them know that Kraven is here. Black Tom tries to let Beast know, trying to get in communication, but it appears that their comms are down. What they don't know is that Kraven has found Beast. He has him prisoner, and he is guiding Beast down to the Shadow Room, telling Beast that you are going to explain exactly how this room works. And so, with Black Tom unable to get in communication with anybody, we have him recreating a body for Deadpool, his body taking too long to be able to regenerate. This gives Deadpool a body right here, right now. This is when, from out of the woods, we see Omega Red coming to the aid of Black Tom, hearing his communication go out. And Deadpool is a little bit ticked off, being left for dead, being eaten by a polar bear, being digested alive by a giant animal. You could say he's a little more than ticked off. Immediately going in on Omega Red, we see the two of them fighting amongst each other. Meanwhile, at the portal that leads to the North Pole, this is where we have the arrival of Wolverine, returning from his journey that we saw in issue number 25. He tries to get in communication with X-Force. He sees that the Eternals are attacking above the sky. Not sure what is going on, not sure what is happening. This is when Beast gets in communication and lets him know that he needs to report to the point, that he is needed immediately. Getting to the point, he finds nobody is there. He only finds a blood trail. Going into the Shadow Room, asking who is responsible for all of this. That is when he sees Kraven. Kraven has created his own challenge for Wolverine, letting him know that he must choose a hunting ground. The deadlier, the more extreme, the better. Picking an environment, he chooses one that is really a primal environment, a savage land for savage games. And while Wolverine doesn't want to play any games, Kraven lets him know that he doesn't have a choice, because right now there is a T-Rex that is hunting down Beast. And so Wolverine given an option: save Beast's life or take down Kraven. This is where the hunt begins. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Another relatively quick issue, but I do like this story. I was a little skeptical going into it, not really knowing who Kraven is going against. I had an idea that they were going to put him against, it's really the weaker mutants, the mutants that don't really have any strong defense, that don't have a strong offense. He has been taking down individuals that aren't a challenge. And like I said, it can be highly debated that the most dangerous is Wolverine, especially when you have so many Omega level mutants. But for this to be fair to Kraven, you can't put him against an Omega level telepath like Jean Grey or Emma Frost. You can't put him against an Omega level like Sync or any of those other individuals. The truth is, it just wouldn't be a fair fight. No matter how strong Kraven is, no matter how skilled of a hunter he is, he can't fight against those odds. There is no situation where he comes out the victor. But if you put him against Beast, you put him against Wolverine, then he might have a chance. And this is all away from everything that is currently going on. So there will be no interference from Omega levels, no interference from Eternals, and all of their quarrel currently going on. We are thrown into a simulated savage land. We are thrown to the prehistoric era, and we get to learn who truly is the better hunter, Wolverine or Kraven. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything happening with Judgment Day, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to help the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers from $1 to $50, loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.